welcome back. We are going to do my team now, which has Pickles, Can Crab or Cancer Crab, Fly, which is my version of Bumblebee and Wasp, Mask Max, my version of Batman, and Captain America. Some of these are just like copies of like DC and Marvel, because I've exposed them a couple times now. But yeah, we were going to do my team, which is made up of 6 people. And let's get into the video. Yeah. So Pickles was created by being like he would always drink the pickle juice. He used to also swim in pickle juice, and there was this town called I had it. I'll be back when I have. And the town that he lived in was called like Juice Town. I'm joking. Evanston, Wyoming. And then the girls and the men were separated. And so Pickles lived in with his father and his brother. And his brother and his father put him in this thing that would keep him, and he was like 13, and put him in this thing, and it was filled with pickle juice, and he was in there until like I would say 31 years, and took him out, put in this thing with pickle juice again, and then there was this thing that they did, and it made him grow until he was 31, and then he put him back in this thing with pickle juice to keep him. Basically, it was frozen in time. Couldn't move because he was trapped in a thing. If you ever watch Futurama. And that is how he was created. Oh, so now we're going to move on to Cancer Crab. Here was this guy who had cancer when he was 13. And he was fascinated with crabs. So he had tons of crabs thing in his hospital room. He passed away. And then he was brought back by this guy who works on dead bodies and on dead frozen cold bodies. And then put machinery and stuff in his body. Took out all his bones and all his limbs. All he still had was his heart, was easily opened. Could be easily opened by like Ant-Man or Ant-Man's enemy, or like by Bumblebee or Wasp. And then he woke back up, and he was sent to destroy Pickles. But then Pickles met with Fly, and Fly put in this thing because Cancer Crab could not breathe. He can only hear and he can only talk, and he can move his eyes. He can do everything like a normal person, but except breathe out of his nose. So he walked. So Fly, it was Tiny Mask who he met up, and then Tiny Mask went up through his nose, down to his heart, to Cancer Crab's heart, opened the heart, put in this chip that was made by Pickles. And these are all characters who wear masks. Never take them off unless they're done fighting crime. But then Pickles reprogrammed Cancer Crab to be on his side. So that's all for Cancer Crab's backstory. Okay, now we're going to be talking about Tiny Mask. He was a scientist like Ant-Man and Atom. He also was given half a suit like how Ant-Man was given a suit, and he created the rest of the suit like how Atom created his suit. And so then he was called Tiny Mask because he was also tiny, and these were all superhero vigilantes who lived in Evanston and in Vernal, Utah, and in Oregon Forest. 2 lived in Oregon Forest, 2 lived in Vernal, Utah, and 2 lived in Evanston, Wyoming. And then they met up in California and joined forces. But we're talking about whatever his name is called. Tiny Mask. He doesn't have much of a backstory, but if you want to know more, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, see ya in the next video. Hi!